I'd like to pay tribute briefly, if I may, to the two hospices in my own constituency of St David's and T Gobaith, which is Welsh for Hope House. In particular, the clinical teams there. We have a reputation in the UK for some of the best palliative care in the world, and this is something I think which isn't appreciated as much as it might be. But my thanks to them, to healthcare workers, and to the volunteers who are there, who have such a critical role to play, and also, may I say, to those who donate, in the case of T Gobaith, up to 70% of their income. It's true indeed that hospices play a key role. If I just use again T Gobaith as an example, 90 children a year are looked after by them, and they have the effect of reducing pressure on the NHS and delivering end-of-life care within homes across North Wales, as the Honourable Member for Darlington mentioned. But they face record numbers of referrals. Increasing numbers of babies and children in Wales are living with complex life-limiting conditions, and they forecast a deficit of £1.3 million this year and will not be cost neutral in 2026. As the Chief Executive of St David's said, the problem we face in part is that awareness of the role and the value of the hospice does not come until the point at which it's needed. And my point here is not to talk about how we have, perhaps there's a fading a Christian message in our society of God, a God who walks with us through troubles, through that valley of the shadow of death. It's not about a fading tradition where at one point the body of the deceased was laid out in the home, and perhaps a trend in science where we're now able to extend the life of the body beyond sentience. It's more to say that it's the hospice that is in that space, and it's the hospice very often who is helping us and walking with us through that. And that role and that excellence of palliative care is crucial and one that must not be neglected, beyond the care itself, into the research and into the understanding of that support. And on that point of finance, Ms Noakes, I would just say that across Wales it's clear that we have £4.4 million that is needed from the Welsh Government. The pressures on finance, that pernicious, most pernicious of taxes, inflation, is incredible. But staffing is the biggest cost. 71% of hospice costs are related to staffing. And in Wales in particular, there's pressure there through the NHS pay deal, and they must compete for the staff that they have in their care homes. I would speak, if I had time, about the energy supply costs and the challenges they face. St David's, they have to put an extra 50% on their heating and energy bill as a result of the price rises. But I will close, if I may, just by saying that hospices have earned our respect. And there's no doubt the staff and the teams there have also won our deep gratitude. Now they must have our support. Yeah.